What's up, man?
Thank you for tuning in to BYOB.
I
We
think
believe
you
the
gonna
Bible is basic instruction before leaving earth. The Bible is a book of principles, prophecies, plans, and precepts that we must live by in order to fulfill the purpose that God has for our life. We're excited about what God is doing. We're going crazy, walking in the Word. Lady M got a nice, sweet lesson plan for us dealing with fruit that we've been dealing with the whole week.
Whole month.
Whole month, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Watching it work. Let's go.
Listen, I know that y'all noticed because I just got through talking to Ashley about this. He had been walking in his healing and he chose to go back into bondage and wear these shades again. And y'all know, drop in the chat. Y'all seen he has been without these shades for some time now. And
I was forced to.
Today, he decided to walk back in bondage. And I'm saying that to say, y'all don't go back into bondage once you've been delivered. Don't do that.
I was forced to.
Don't do that.
That's how you gonna
That's what you did. All right, guys.
Right there.
We have been talking about how your fruit are dope. Your gifts are dope. But where are your fruit? Being able to display and walk in and live and just exemplify the fruit of the Spirit, because those fruit are our drawing tools. Those fruit, they are the thing that appeal to people, because when they see you under pressure, then and how you respond to that pressure, it's a testimony for somebody, right? It is motivation for somebody. It is an encouragement to somebody. So we want to be able to walk in the fruit of the Spirit, exemplify the fruit of the Spirit. So let's do a recap. On last week, we talked about the importance of staying connected to the vine.
Yeah, walk through it.
Learning that real fruit only grows from abiding in Christ. So we define what to abide in Christ meant, and it's to stay connected or to live in something or in someone. So I'm making a conscious decision to live in Christ. I'm making him my home. That is my safe place. That is my safe haven. That is the place where I go get peace. That is the place where I converse and commune with him in my safe space or in my home. So I'm trying on a daily basis to abide in him, because it is through him. And we hear this all the time, especially when your dad preaches. It is in him and through him that I live, move, and have my being.
Come on,
so I want to be like him.
Yeah.
You got to be with him. He needs to be in you in order for us to walk, talk, act like him. So this is some things we talked about on last week. We said that gifts are given. Yes, you can preach. Yes, you can sing. You can play. Yes, you have a beautiful smile. Yes, you can organize and decorate. Yes, you can market. Yes, you can do the media. Oh my gosh, thank you for those gifts. They are so dope, like the title says. But where are the fruit?
Yeah.
Fruit is grown. That means there's going to have to be some cultivating. There's going to have to be some intentional care given to the fruit. Again, we said on last week, you don't just put the seed in the ground and just go away. You want to make sure that the soil is right. You want to make sure that it's in a place where it can get the sunlight that's necessary, and it's getting water, and it's getting the nourishment that it needs. Why am I saying that? Because if you're not being nourished, you're not being cultivated and developed, then maybe consider finding something or someone that is pouring into you, that is helping to cultivate you.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We also said that your fruit protects your gift. Because your gift, your talents will get you places that your character can't keep you. Okay. But the fruit of the Spirit, come on, somebody.
What?
Hey!
Oh, wow. Wow. Wow.
But the fruit of the Spirit, that shows that I have matured in Christ. That shows that I have character and integrity. Because sometimes you can have these gifts and lack character, lack integrity.
That's good.
Did you have anything in the recap, my love?
Well, in the recap, I think at the very beginning, when you start talking about fruit, and we're talking about making sure that we're able to display what's going on because we got gifts. So in order to have that, I kind of, me, I pull like the 4 things I think we got to work on. I got to work on being planted. Because a lot of people, reason why you gifted, but there's no fruit behind it because you're everywhere. We say that all the time. You can't really build nothing because you all over the place.
Over here, then you over there. You're not consistent.
Here, 18 months here, this and this. I remember my daddy gave a story about the fishing pole. He couldn't sit still long enough to get the fish. And then that's the reason why the other person's bucket is full and yours not, because you won't sit long enough. And I think that have a lot to do with being planted. And I think that deal with a lot with our generation because we break off and transition. And now people don't keep a job. Remember, growing up, people used to be on a job 30 years. Now people give you
look at me wrong. I quit.
People and I maybe because it's opportunity too.
Opportunity as well.
Same thing with relationship. People used to be in relationships, seem to be longer. I mean, the era we came up in, and just we was looking around when you don't see people, stuff don't last long because people just transition. So I think it's a very trick of the enemy to make sure that you never plant it in something because we feel like it had to be the perfect environment. It got to be what I want when I want it. That's not going to help you grow.
Not what you want when you want it.
When something is planted, they have all kinds of seasons. They got winter season.
Yes, they got summer, and they learn how to survive through it all.
You got to learn to show. That's why when it is time for harvest season, I've been getting rooted the whole time. The reason why you can't withstand the different changes in season, you never been somewhere long enough to get roots. And that's why I said,
you know what's interesting, and you just triggered this thought.
Come on now.
So when a fruit tree, it produces fruit in the season it's supposed to, right? Yeah. But we never know, nor do we think about what's happening to the roots.
Right.
Even in the wintertime when the branches have ice and snow on them, or there are no fruit, or there are no leaves, what is happening to the roots? Well, the roots, they still getting something because the roots can't die if they are planted in the right area. Not like your palm tree situation, but if the roots are firmly planted and the nourishment that is needed is in the soil, that regardless of what season that fruit tree is in, it's not going to die. It's just going to blossom when it's supposed to.
And that's what you got to trust the process, that you got to get rooted deep enough. So when those seasons do change, storms do come. Situations do happen. Your roots are so deep that you'll be able to survive a bad season. Because life is going to happen. And life happens to everybody. Good and bad. Say rain on the just and the unjust. Tell you all the time, it's a time and a season for everything. He give us that. He don't say exception because you'll believe. You'll believe it. You only have sunny days. No, you're going to have all sunny days. And so when I understand that's good, but then from there, weed it. We got to make sure we understand that with Gustavo will tell you that he want to weed and do the yard because he want to do the yard. Something that our little guy that was helping him with the yard. But the thing is, he big on that. Like he ate all that stuff that's growing in the garden part. He like, man, those are weeds. And then the Bible said the wheat and the tare should grow together. As you know, it'll start tearing stuff down. But he said you gotta let it all grow out. And I think that's what we have to learn too. Once you do get planted, it ain't gonna be no perfect situation. Sometimes weeds are gonna go up. It's gonna need to be weedy. You're gonna need to deal with the pesticide and stuff that come about. I think those are all distractions, so you won't get to where you go. But in being planted, weeded, here I go, it's that cultivate. So you need to be somewhere where you're being cultivated. Somebody need to be willing to cut, because he said the tree that bring forth fruit, I purge it. We're going to get into this a little bit, talking about that pressure of it. But that's that cultivation that happens because you grow. And then in some parts, like they say in California, they burn. You have to do what they call a control burn. Because if you don't, it's going to be an out of control burn. That's where you get wildfire. So I would rather a control burn that burned me for a period of time that has been planned and structured versus something that get out of control. And that's what we got to go through a season now where the government shut down, all this stuff going on. You might be having a control burn, control cut, but you're being cultivated. And I would rather this process now than to wait till you get so far out there it's out of control. And then last but not least, find something that fertilizes you. You need to have that. Like I said, me and you, I was just saying earlier when I talked, hey, it's good to have a spouse that you can talk to. Everybody don't have that, or somebody to go. We basically say, go best friend, say that, but everybody don't have that. That's not normal. You don't have places you go or have a spiritual father that'll pour into you or a family that supports you. So when you have that, you ought to take the moment, just look around. This is what fertilizer. Another context would say, I like to go where I'm celebrated and not tolerated. That's that fertilizer, something that pour into you, cause you to grow, and you allow that to happen. Some people living life and they have nowhere to go. They haven't found their place. And I say the same thing in ministry. You can have a gift, a person sitting on the road. Remember we were talking about our sister that we didn't even know one time. You gonna know what I'm talking about. Girl wasn't doing nothing. She go to this place, she just blow up, started preaching, singing. Like what? Because in your mind, but went to the right place, add fertilizer, boom. This person that was just, I'm talking about, you overlooked this person. I didn't even think, but because of that, got in the right place. But I said that goes to show you that your environment is key. And I want you to know while you're watching, your environment is key. You need to make sure that you're planted somewhere, that you could be cultivated, somewhere that's fertilized, and someone that's able to address the weeds that's in your life.
That's really good.
You know, I go in. I just got through preaching, so I feel
know
like
you did so good, friend.
Come on.
I had gave you some extra time too.
Well, give me
go ahead. Okay, so let's finish this recap. We talked about how gifts are given, but fruit is grown. We said that your fruit protect your gift, meaning your character, the fruit of the Spirit keeps you where your talent will take you. And then last but not least, we learned that sometimes God prunes us, and it's not to punish us, it's not to hurt us, but it's to make us more fruitful. We talked about how the gardener goes out and like you're pruning, you're cutting some leaves or cutting some tree branches or whatever you need to do to make that tree more fruitful and more productive or yield more fruit. And I remember ending with this: you cannot fake fruit. Now you can be talented, right? And everybody may not like your talent because that's life. But you can play it off sometimes. You fake it. You just fake it till you make it. But that fruit, you can't fake that. Your fruit, having fruit, is the evidence of being connected. It's the evidence of the connection that you have. It's the evidence of abiding in Christ and He in you. So that's something you can't fake. You can't fake like you're a humble. Well, we do be saying people with that fake humble stuff, like
humble, but lonely mind.
That's different. But you can't fake patience, and you can't fake love. These are things you can't really. People can feel your genuineness sometimes. People can sense and see. So you can't fake fruit. This week, though, we are talking about character under pressure, or your fruit under pressure. Now, remember, your fruit and character, we're using those interchangeably throughout this series because your fruit produce character in you.
That's
like they're it's like one and the same as we go as we go through this series. So the focus is that fruit is proven under pressure. Spiritual maturity is revealed and not claimed. I can't say, oh, I'm claiming love today, claiming love patience. No, it's gonna be revealed when that pressure hit. You talked about this in your sermon today, and we'll dive into it here in a little bit a little bit more. But pressure is going to come in life, and now we've coined this new phrase. Oh my gosh, life just be lifing. We say that, but that's pressure. We say that when we're under pressure, or you get in a stupor, you get tension headaches, you frustrated, or your temper is a little short, or you're just different, you acting different. People's like, oh, what's wrong with them? Not today, because you're dealing with some pressure. That's what we're talking about today. When that pressure comes, are these fruit gonna be displayed? What is your character going to be like when it comes? Because I'm telling you, pressure is going to come, whether it be financial pressure, relational pressure, even spiritual pressure. You're going to have it. So how you respond, how you act, what you do when it comes is going to be the evidence of whether you just, hello, it's going to be the evidence whether you are walking in the fruit of the Spirit,
what you say,
or you just faking the phone. Okay.
Playing games with them.
So, something that I wanted to talk about was number one, when you're in pressure, you feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
And I'm telling my testimony, and I just assume other people have felt this way, because I do not believe that there is nothing new under the sun, right? But when that pressure comes, it's like, man, is God really listening to me? Am I really in his will? Because I feel like I'm a good person. I got a good heart. I ain't out here in these streets bad, like I'm not doing anything wrong per se. So why am I going through this?
Yeah.
Why am I experiencing this, whether it be for the first time or again? Why me? And while you're in it, you're asking these questions, not realizing, because it's not until hindsight 2020 that you realize, okay, it was pressure. And we've heard this all the time, how the pressure is what makes the diamond.
Yeah.
We hear that, but that don't stick in your head and register with you when you're going through.
Hey.
When your money is funny and change is strange, you're not thinking, oh, God's about to bless me real good. That's why I'm struggling.
I need a diamond.
I'm feeling lonely and sad, and I want a companion. Why I don't have a man, or why don't I have a woman? You're not thinking that this is pressure to help develop me as an individual so I can complement this other person. You're not thinking that then. You're just thinking of the why. Yeah. Why me? I had to learn that pressure isn't meant to destroy you, and pressure won't destroy you. It's just going to reveal the real you.
Yeah.
As I was able to navigate through moments of pressure, I learned more about myself. People were able to see me in a different light as well because of the way that I navigated pressure. We were talking before, and I was like, dang, babe, we were down bad, like struggling. Eviction notices every month. Cars repossessed. Surely people know we are a young married couple with this baby. Help us.
Yeah, we said help.
So into me. Like, give me a couple of dollars to get something to eat, to get some gas, something, right? And that wasn't my expectation of people. Let me put that out there. But we had another couple, young couple like us. They didn't have kids, but they were young and married.
And that's that. We had kids.
However, they wore theirs, and we struggled gracefully. The way we came through that,
successful.
Obviously, people didn't know we was young and ignorant and this new baby, and we don't know what we doing, and life was really lifing. Obviously, they didn't know because we struggled through it quite gracefully. We kind of joke about it now because hindsight 2020, you see it now. And why did we have to go through that? So that we can sit here on this stage. They tell them, baby, the pressure ain't going to kill you. It ain't going to destroy you. But it is definitely going to reveal who you are as a person.
I ain't going to feel like
you hear me?
You going to feel like you got the best of you,
because you feel like just giving up and walking away. I remember one time you said, now he never shared this with me. I got it in service. He just shared the testimony. We all got it. This man said he felt like me and the child would be better if he left because the pressure was just so much. Now that would have brought up a whole different bottle, a can of worms. You know, that's a whole different type of pressure, having an absent father or absent partner. But praise God, you didn't go, child. I just, oh no.
It make you want to tap out.
And I get it, because there were times where I was like, okay, like, dude, we might as well just go do this or go do like just anything. Anything is better than what I'm going through right now.
The current situation is definitely not where I want to be at.
Yeah.
And I think when you get to that point, sometimes the pressure can overwhelm you and make you forfeit. And that's why we say now, I tell them all the time, because I was telling you that even ministering to men, we get a chance to talk. Shout out to the men meeting this upcoming Tuesday. Buffalo Wild Wings. Sometimes you can carry that. You say pressure make diamonds or bust pipes. And that's what we don't talk about. Those things in that moment, you're not looking at it, and it just start building, and it's building. It slowly kind of push you over the edge. And what it is, the enemy don't have no power, but it can make you forfeit your promise.
Oh, yeah.
And what it is, you'll let frustration fracture your faith. Meaning I can have faith, but so much frustration, this ain't working out. Like you said, them eviction notice hitting the dose, and you trying to do the right thing. Like, bro, you
I'm
know,
trying to live right.
I might as well just not
Oh,
even.
but this evil is very present in this world.
This is what we don't talk about. We don't talk about what I call, we think the genie in the bottle or the Jesus glitter. As soon as you come into the knowledge of God, you're doing the right thing. God's supposed to undo a decade of wrong decisions. Nah, man, your credit's still bad. You saved, but your credit ain't. You deliver, but your credit and finance not. You got bad habits. You learn bad things. You wasn't taught certain things you kept away. So that's a journey and a process itself. That's what I've been harping on. I want to go here, but I ain't got time. I'm gonna preach this one day. You in the world, but you're not of the world. We're still in it. You in the system of this world. I ain't worried about the government shutdown. Okay, I understand. I'm a spiritual believer too. But once them checks stop coming and support start coming to certain people, you'll start feeling the weight of that because you're still in the world. We're still human, and that's part of the process. Now, I would tell somebody we got to stop making everything when you say flesh or human, we automatically think sin. No, I'm a human being. He created me to be human, to have human experiences. So in that, understanding that it will be trials and tribulation. Say that. Yeah. So when I know it's trials and tribulation, I just got to know that this part of my life is a test. This is not a permanent position that I'm being. It's a temporary circumstance. My dad said like this, don't make a permanent decision based off temporary circumstance. And that's what it is. When you're going through a test and trial, ain't no time to make no big decision. Like I told you, what I had told you, I gave myself the space and the grace. Man, I gave myself the 20-30 to make stuff work. Okay. Like everything that I'm doing now, trying this and that, whether somebody show up, this. At first, you would have called me 10 years ago, a decade, I take everything personal to the heart. God told me this. I wish people see, just like I said today, public service or not. I apologize to everybody that I try to make see my vision. No, you ain't gonna see it. You'll read about it though. Because the thing is, it's up to me to make sure I see it. He told Joshua, you come see this. He could have told everybody to come out. Everybody come out.
Hey, everybody come see.
No, he didn't do that. He told the leader, hey, look what I gave you. Because now you got to go back and articulate to the people that you got something that you don't possess. And that's what we got to be able to move. And that's the same thing. Those pressure come in and you let all those pressure distract you, make forfeit what's rightfully yours because of what you got. That's why Moses died in the wilderness, because he could have had the opportunity to get there. He let frustration cause him to strike the rock. And that's what it is. You saw the fruit of his frustration. And and let's be honest, let's go here since you said we got some characters you're going to bring up. Let's bring up Moses when you talking about the fruit. Where's your fruit? He gifted, one of the greatest leader ever, because he don't have no blueprint. He don't have no Bible. Moses do not have a Moses do not have a Moses to study. Yeah. But what he do have, he the only person in the scene God. So he had that as leader now. I'll take that over. Yeah. Yeah, you the only person that got a chance. He said, I talked to Moses. I walked Moses. I showed Moses. Nobody else get that. So he gonna be the ultimate leader in the Bible if you ever gonna study leadership. They say that's the pattern study. He's the first. Even with that, he's the first pastor. He's still. But just look at this. He always struggled with anger. He killed the Egyptian. He always battled with anger. So that same thing caused him to forfeit in. The first part of his ministry, he's so passionate about it. You kill the Egyptian for killing one of your Hebrews. But then at the same time, it showed that you still battling. You go 40 years in the wilderness, you still battling. Another 40 years, 40 years in the wilderness, when you run with that, you at 80 now. You come back. Another 40 years when you come back, when you march them around, you still wrestling with anger at 120. Bro, you were 40 when this first showed. Now, you probably were dealing with this your whole life, but when we first seen it in scripture, you were 40 years old, 120, and you still dealing with that. You can't come to the promised land with that. You've been assessed over. You can't come over here with all that anger. All right, the milk and honey gonna be spoiled fooling with you because you and your feelings. So that's what you gotta realize. You gotta watch those things, but then back to what we were saying earlier, cultivate. Like you need to cut off you. Like you need to get concentrated. Like I'm bad at this, and that's show a level of maturity when you can acknowledge. Nah, that's not my area. I'm not good at this. But the key is you have to acknowledge and know where you're weak at. Yeah, and wherever you're weak at, you need to do some homework right there. Like homework. If my right side of my body is weak, then when I'm in the gym, I'm trying to work that and build my strength up, build my muscles up on that side, because I don't want to be disproportionate. Yeah. Like I don't want my strength to be disproportionate. I want it to be balanced on both sides. I want to be a full, strong person.
both sides. Now I can't ball this fist up and I can this one.
You want a little bit of everything.
But that takes me being able to acknowledge,
yeah,
not accept. I don't have to accept the weakness, but I have to be able to see it, identify, acknowledge it, and then address it. A lot of times we don't because, of course, power and death lies on our tongue, right?
yeah.
Just because you say what that reality is doesn't mean you're speaking doom and gloom. I need to say what it is, but once I say what it is, I'm going to say what it will be and how I'm going to get there to do it. Yeah. And I think a lot of the times I would shut up because I was like, I'm just a realist. I would say what I saw, but I wasn't mature enough, or I hadn't matured enough to say, okay, I'm saying what I see. These are facts. Don't get mad at me for saying it. However, you was like, you can always come with a positive. Yeah. Y'all, he would drive me crazy. I was like, now you finna tell me how to talk? Yeah. Like I gotta say it how you want me to say it? But I had to learn that through that, because that was a little bit of pressure right there. I had to learn that through that, yeah, you can say what you see, right? Because that's not going to speak life or death into that situation. But what I do next will. So when I see that there's a weakness there, when I see that there's a shortcoming in something, whether it be me or a situation, okay, I see that I'm not strong here. I'm doing bad right here, but I'm going to do better. And this is how I'm going to do better. And then you actually go to work. That's how we are going to get better. For sure.
Yeah. And then
and maybe Moses didn't have somebody that would even tell him like a homeboy, like talk to me, man. And I think like with us, again, I used to just say I'm a realist. You didn't know how to express it, but you said, hey, you can say something positive with it. And then one day, because I told you I do these self-analysis of myself. One day it just hit, and I was like, oh, okay, so if power and death is in my tongue, and I say that and I leave it there, it's just out there to become whatever. Yeah. I didn't say what I wanted it to become. I just said what it was. But if I want it to be better than what it is, I'm not going to be walking around talking about I'm broke. Yeah. No, I may not have it right now, but it's coming. Yeah. This is some things that I'm putting in place so that I can get the financial wisdom, so that I can get the financial opportunities. It's coming. Yeah. It's not right now, but it's in the workings.
That mouth will be deadly.
Yes, like so it's how you use it.
How you say it, because God taught me one time, you be saying the right thing, but you're saying it the wrong way.
Yeah, you talking to his girl.
You could be right, but you could be wrong on how you presented it. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say this, I think 85 to 90% of my arrests are verbal judo. That's what we call it in law enforcement. Verbal judo, where you use your mouth to walk somebody into a handcuff. And I've seen people in the same situation that 10%, it don't matter what I say, I'm not going to jail. Oh, you okay? So now it's going to appear. But I didn't, most of the time, thank the Lord that I was able to talk somebody why. It's the words. Now, you taking somebody in custody, people don't want that. But it's how, hey, I'm just letting you know you got a warrant for your arrest. This is where we're going to take you down. You got a mom, sister, somebody you want to call or whatever. Now, while you through, verse somebody, put your hand behind your back. I'm finna fight you.
Aggressive.
I'm finna fight you. I'm finna fight you. But if I'm showing you, I'm trying to build that bridge as a human. You wrong. We going. But on our way, hey, I can call your mom, pick up your car. You know, your car on the side of the road. You want to, now you can get back in the car because I ain't finna chase you. But I will pull your car over here in the parking lot, lock it up for you. Ah, man, thank you. This person thanking me in handcuffs. Why? The words I use. Like, I'm really crafty to make sure these words not offensive. But we can go there if you want to, but you don't have to. So the thing that we teach officers as a field training officer, man, verbal judo, your words. You come in, escalate situation. You hate them. Just, sir, I'm just talking, because I'm staying here. So I'm bringing, she don't tell me. Sir, I don't understand. King J. The lower I talk, the quieter he got to get to hear me. So he like, hey, I'm saying, what? Well, because he coming all the way down, but it's using those tactics. And some of you can use this in your marriage and your relationship and your friends and people around you. You get so worked up, you way up here. That's why the situation keep blowing up. And you are right. You are right. That's the key thing. You right, but you wrong on how you doing it. Yeah, you right about what he said and how he said it, but it's how you presented it.
Yeah.
And then the timing of it. I might shouldn't try to do that in front of his kids. Hey man, if you would tell your kids, so tell them bye, y'all go in another room. Then, hey, walk outside, I'm gonna take you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Versus I'm for to fight you in front of your kids, somebody hit me in my head.
Yeah, that creates a traumatic experience
Yeah,
for them
so
too.
you just be, hey mom, just let you know, your son, he's 22, we live in the house, I'm gonna have to take him custody. He looking at this. If you want to, this is the detective, this the name. Let me walk. Matter of fact, I can call another car since you don't have no vehicle. They can follow us down there so you can talk to them. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad it's you. Yeah. Why? It's that relationship you build a rapport. I'm telling you your mouth. The Bible said the power of life and death is in the tongue. I literally believe some people that lost their life or then got into it, or got into dangerous situation, all because you running your mouth and you using the wrong words, wrong terminology, and there you go. So I encourage you, practice verbal judo. Watch what you say, how you say it, and how you present it. And then sometimes you gotta bite your tongue. We just said it today, they march around that wall. Hey man, you had to march around that thing 12 times not saying nothing. Sometimes God just wants you to close your mouth. You so busy ready to speak on it when you should just, hey man,
shut it up.
Man, hey, study to be quiet. That was the scripture say. So sometimes it's just a fall back. That's not a sign of weakness. Just right, hey, you got
Yeah, not right now. Not right now.
Time out.
Giving yourself time to, when the time comes to speak, you have the right words and the right spirit.
We're going to speak on it. It's just not right now. It's just not right now.
That's good. That's really
that's what you want to work on.
Another point that I wanted to make, because this also comes with growth and maturity. Your fruit is not going to grow in comfort.
What?
And this is what I was telling you about, because I said, baby, you were saying this in your sermon. Your fruit is not going to grow in comfort. You're not just going to be sitting. Everything's just going to be blue skies and sunny days, and all the relationships are good. The money's right. I'm just happy in Jesus, and you're knitting your little sweater or whatever makes you happy, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's not going to be like that. I wish that for us all, but we ain't there yet, right? But what happens is your fruit is going to grow through, you had O's and I had C's. That's what was confusing me a little bit. But it's going to grow through conflict and consistency.
Yeah.
What I'm learning is, as we face these trials in life, like, because again, if I hadn't said it before, they are going to come. The Holy Spirit is not just going to comfort us while we're in that situation, because we want the Comforter to come and wrap his loving arms around us and hold us and let us cry it out, and we still stuck in that same mess. But what the Holy Spirit is going to do, and this is what we got to start singing, because we'll be like, he's a comforter, he's a keeper. We need to start saying he's a cultivator, because while we're in it, he ain't gonna just hold you and rock you like a baby and just soothe you and let you waddle in their mess. He's going to cultivate us in it. And sometimes that's the part that throws us off, and we think we hurt from it, but it's a part of that pruning. It's a part of, baby, listen, you need some love, some peace, some joy. You need to be kind. You ain't even faithful yet. Because he is making us do it through that process. Now, he ain't saying, boom, hitting you in the head and say, show love. No. He ain't gonna do you like that, right? But it's through the pressure that we go through. It teaches us how to love somebody for real. It teaches us how to remain faithful even when you probably should have let that mess go. But I know what it is to be faithful, so I can tell somebody else, or I can show them through my actions. I know what it is to, when everything is chaotic around me, to still walk in peace or to have joy, because I understand that the joy of the Lord is my strength. Like, it's that pressure, or that the Holy Spirit cultivating us, pruning us, that all of these things begin to exemplify or be shown through us, in us, on us.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's a really good place to be in. Like you were saying, it's going to be in a place of discomfort, or what you were saying, conflict. Our part of it going to take courage, because when you say planted sometimes feel like you're being buried. It's the same process.
We talked about
Only
this
thing is growth is happening. That's all different. When you bury something, it shouldn't be growing when you put it in there.
Seed got to sprout,
but then
germinate, all these things.
Yeah, but on top of the surface, natural eyes, you looking, it don't look like nothing. But that's when stuff is taking root and things are being broken. And that's the part of our life, the cycle that we don't want, the opposition, that is breaking you. And sometimes those tests and those trials is breaking the seed of who you are so you can blossom into who God designed for you.
The seed of who you was.
Yeah. So
you were.
So then that shell get broken down for this new. Behold, all things become new. David say, creating me a new heart. So it's a renewal process that's going on, but some have to do.
This is really good.
Yeah, so
because you got my wheel turning.
Let's go. That's my job.
Because when we say he make me new, I look at my hands, they were new, look at my feet, new, da 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 da. He makes all things new. The apple tree or the pear or tree or whatever, when it's planted, it's a seed, it's a seedling. And it goes through processes to get to that huge tree. And even once it matures into that huge tree, it still has to have the right conditions to produce the fruit. Why am I saying this? Because even in our lives, when we start this journey, we're not going to look the same as when we started. You may be a seed when you start, barely knowing what's about to happen in your life, definitely not knowing that the pressure that's coming, not knowing what fruit you're about to be producing, because sometimes we just don't know what that test is going to bring out of us. But you won't look the same. So when they sing those songs, my hand look new, my feet look new, your hands and feet are the same. Okay, if they was toe up before, they toe up after.
Them hands still ashy, baby.
Now you can change the ash situation. Just put a little oil on. But when you go in, that whole maturity level changes. Your character is being developed. So the mean, quick on the feet, smart mouth. Listen, we can throw hands right now if you want to. That person, as we all say, we have that person, right? I think we all want that person sometimes. But
somebody blow that horn at you.
Yes.
Hey, don't be doing that. Don't do me like that.
But that person calms down. That person learns a little patience. Oh, child, life too short for all of that. You know, you just begin to change. But I did, before we end, I wanted to, because I always try to bring in Bible characters to show us there really is nothing new under the sun.
Come on, Rabbi.
The same pressure that we deal with today. He be being so extra sometimes. The same pressure. No, stop. No. Jesus is the master teacher. That is it. That is it now.
Hey, come on.
I'm just a voice right now. That is it.
All right, come on.
You know, these titles, they make your stomach hurt. I lost my train of thought now.
Hey, come on.
It's your fault.
Come on.
What was I talking about?
Hey. You
see, he don't know because he's being silly. No. I wanted to talk about the Bible character. You didn't know that because you were being silly. This is what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen.
Hebrew boy, come on, girl.
Actually, I was not.
Okay, come on.
You just know that I'm going to talk about them eventually. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for just tolerating and bearing through with us while we have these technical difficulties over here. But I try to always bring a Bible story, a Bible character, because we want everything we say and do to be biblically based, right? This is our Bible study. But to also show you there's nothing new under the sun. Like, we hear about Moses and you be like, oh man, to be able to be in God's presence and the glory be on you like that. Ooh, what I wouldn't do, what I wouldn't give. Like, we say these things because we put them on a pedestal. Like Moses up here, right? Moses, oh wow, just to be in Moses' presence, like, oh my God. Like, okay. But Moses had struggle too. And we do this in our real everyday life. We'll take a preacher or somebody in your life and we put them on a pedestal. And when they mess up, or sometimes, this is what I've seen, sometimes they can't do no wrong.
Yeah.
Because both of y'all blind and crazy. And then other times, we hold them in such high regard that when they do, it destroys us.
Yeah, you done put your faith, misappropriated faith.
Misappropriated faith.
It's okay to believe in somebody, but when you got your faith sold up into them, come on now. No.
But I bring it up so that we see that even in Bible days, the people that actually got to hear God's voice very, very clearly and see him and experience the miracles, signs, and wonders of God. We do, but not the way we read about, right? We don't, if God go and part that Pacific Ocean right now, I don't know that we're gonna be all hell to kick. Like, we're gonna be scared out of our rabbit mind, thinking that they got these weather balloons, these people playing with these government or aliens. Our mind too far gone.
Well, now they parting and then tell you to cross it. Why the water still? Hey, look, then you gotta make it all the way across. Like, man, come on, man.
No, we don't have that kind of faith anymore. I don't believe, but you know, that's different topic for a different day. But I want to bring up Daniel, because we all have heard this story growing up as kids, and for those of us who have not, Daniel was a faithful believer, servant, and the king didn't want them to pray. And I'm paraphrasing because I tear it up unless I really type it out. But the king wanted the people to pray to him, but Daniel was like, you not God. I'm gonna keep praying to the Father. So he prayed to the Father 3 times a day like he normally do. And the king was like, hold up, I'm gonna show you who the boss is. So he threw him in a lion's den. That is pressure. The thought of even being in close proximity to a lion is terrifying within itself. But to be thrown in a den with that lion and still remain faithful under the pressure. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be in this den, but I'm in it because evidently God got something he want to do in this den. He obviously is thinking this way. So I'm gonna keep praying. I'm gonna keep showing up, you know, in my commune time with God. I'm gonna remain faithful and diligent in this relationship I have with him. Because if he decided to take me and let the lion eat me, hey, I'm gonna be with him. That's obviously how he had to be thinking, whatever he was doing. But imagine the pressure. Because I'm going to tell you, me, tucked over in a corner, crying, probably soiling the clothes, just terrified, because I know that this thing is bigger than me. Situation's going to be bigger than you. I know it's stronger than me. It got teeth. It got claws. It eat meat. Okay? So I could be its meal. So fear consumes most of us. Because if we were to be in proximity of a lion, let them say a lion running loose. You're not going to be outside playing in the yard. Or you thought you saw one and you want to play. Oh, let me get pictures. No, you're going to get pictures from inside the house looking through the window, because fear overtakes us. But Daniel did not let his fear overtake him. He still showed unshakable faith under pressure. And that's what we have to get to, the place where we can show unshakable faith even under pressure.
In the midst of fear.
In the midst of fear, for sure.
And one thing, fear, I tell people this, fear is not absent of faith. The fact that you got fear shows there's faith that's there as well. You just can't let fear consume you, because fear consume you and over with. And you only got a couple of choices. You got fight.
I'm telling you.
You got flight, or you'll freeze. That's what fear do. Fear make you freeze up. You be like, why are they just standing there?
Just standing there.
Literally
can't move.
Front, like they frozen, or just hey, gone. Because somebody scared of you.
You kind of started me a little bit.
Yeah, that'll scare people because they'll mess them up a little bit. They fight, or a person just to take off. Like, you'll see that we jokingly say in our culture, somebody can just take out running.
One of us run, we all run.
Everybody run out of, hey, why are we running, man? Hey, I'm just running because I'm
not walking to the problem. I'm telling you that.
The person, because that person go. But that's the mindset when you're dealing with fear. And that's why you got to learn to control it. One thing I learned about that, in that moment, fear is operating on the future. It's predicting you what's going to happen in the future, and you didn't let something that's futuristic take over your present. That's what fear is doing. It's telling you this is about to happen, this is going to happen, and you so caught up into what's about to happen or what could happen or woulda, coulda, shoulda, to the point that you let it rob you of the present moment. And that's how fear have us. It's a trick of the enemy. I say fear is fuel for the devil, and faith is fuel for God. So the more you activate your faith, the more energy and power you get for him to take control. And then when you let fear take over, have you ever seen somebody say you be looking in fear, you looking for something you'll find and stuff? That's just that fear. Literally just, I got the bad news from doctor. I know I'm going to die because mom and them died. You didn't accept it. And then you go, just like I made that thing. I wonder if a person missed the doctor appointment, would they still be alive? Because they attach their fate to that fear.
To what they heard.
They can't even eat no more, and they'll start losing weight. I'll be like, man, how that happened just because the doctor told you that? Like, what if it's the other option? You ain't get no second opinion, nothing. But it's just you hold on to that word. You don't know if that doctor made a C, B, A. You don't know if he cheated. you don't know. He could have read the wrong WebMD or read the wrong patient chart, and you just see here took what that joker said. He had sleepy, cheated to get to that thing. You don't even know. But in our mind, that white coat, he done walked in there. Now that I work in the hospital, I'm telling you right now, I always get a second opinion. I've seen people get wrong doses. I've seen wrong legs get chopped off. It's all different thing. So while you got this misappropriated faith that you just assume, I want you to read what the things say when you go to all of them. This lawyer doctor, it say practice medicine.
Practice.
You know why I don't say performing? Because they not. They practicing, meaning they guessing, try this and 2 of these and take this and drink more water. They are just practicing. And once you realize that, not hating on the medical field, I'm just telling you how our faith just locked in. What if we actually believe the word like that?
Yeah.
You the head and not the tail. So you regardless of what you see. You're above only and not beneath. I'm healed.
Yeah.
From the crown of my head to the sole of my feet. I'm walking in good success. That's what his words say. I believe it that much to regardless of what's going on, I'm walking in it. And then you start changing your atmosphere. That's how you start talking and saying. I was telling somebody I'm not even here no more. Like my body here, right here with you, but I done already left. They're like, what you mean? Because you stuck here. You talking about what's going on, government shutdown. I'm a federal worker. So what is the federal? Hey, that's job. I'm not even. I'm gone. I'm in like 2030. I'm gone right now. So
you're not in 2030.
Yeah,
your mind is.
But I'm just saying, right here where my mind is.
I just want to make it clear because somebody might click in.
Hey, say that boy didn't flip on. But what I'm saying is, I'm so locked in, like I told you when God told Joshua, come see what I gave you. You ain't gave me nothing. My hand, I don't have nothing. But he's saying you got to be so convinced. I just want to show you what's available and what you got. And know it's yours. You possess it. Now I need you to go physically get it. Yeah. So I think he wanted him to spiritually catch it. That's an importation. All right, this is where I'm supposed to be at. This mine's now physically go get what I just gave you already. Yeah. And I think that's how he did. It's a spiritual being. You connected to him on a spiritual level. And I think that was Daniel like, hey, throw me in the line then. Yeah. And he must want me in there. Because even at the same time, I'm so convinced that I'm doing and I'm in the will of God. You could put me in the line then.
You know what kind of peace you got to have though? Just to be in there chilling?
No, what the scripture say? Peace that surpasses all understanding.
Come on now.
No understanding whatsoever.
Listen.
Hey, but even that, it was just a little worse to do. You mean all I got to do is take a little knee and you going to let me not go in there? You want me to get on one knee or two knees?
The epitome of, in my opinion, peace and just faithfulness. He remained faithful even under pressure.
Yeah.
But before we get ready and close out for this week, let's talk about the Hebrew boys because you brought them up.
Come on,
I want to talk about the Hebrew boys.
Them boys, a heated situation.
Daniel remained faithful under pressure, but they had courage. Like they had courage under fire. Yeah. Cause you get it, the fire. It was a pressure.
Teacher.
I gotta do that with you.
Teacher of the year right there, man. Got it.
The Hebrew boys. The Hebrew boys. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little snippet for those of us who may not know their story. So, I think it's in Daniel. But anyways, King Nebuchadnezzar wanted them to bow down to an idol god. And they was like, and this me paraphrasing because I have to put some dramatics in it. You must be out your rabbit mind. We know the living God, the one true living God. Nah, bro, we will not be bowing today or ever, right? So he was like, okay then. Set them on fire, burn them up, you know.
Yeah, made
Torch them, bam,
7 times hotter.
kill them.
We're gonna make it worse than what it was.
I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. And they was like, and this is what gets, especially us church babies, because when you hear the sermon or the story of them, it was like, if God don't do it, I know he able, I know he will. And we get all hyped up and caught up in that.
Right there.
You gonna leave it alone today. But that's really their story and their testimony. They said that even if he does not deliver us, we still not gonna bow down, because what we do know is he is the only living God.
Yeah.
We believe in him. He's with us. He's for us. We with him. All of the things, right? Their faith was unshakable, and they stood 10 toes deep for what they believed.
Yeah. Look at
like
that.
I know that I know. You said go from believing to knowing. Yeah. I don't just believe in God the Father. I know. And that's how they were able to walk in courage, to have that and that type of pressure. Oh, no, don't burn me.
It passed that. Then you turn up 7 times hotter. Then it said the people that's escorting them there, they burn. That's another thing. I'm running. The people that get me, they ain't. They
you feel the heat before you touch the fire.
I'm gone, man. Hey, thank you, Lord, for getting rid of them. I'm gone, baby. But the point is that always got me by the story. That key thing they said, even if he don't deliver, we know he able. Meaning, even if God don't work this out for me,
because they know,
I know he still can do it. That's a different level of faith. Cause we like, sure, God don't fix it, nobody can. We own that. But when you say, even if he don't do it, I know he able. That means my faith supersedes me getting the answer. It supersedes me getting it.
Good.
Oh, come on now. It supersedes it working out for me. Cause that's what we believe in. It's all things work together for the good of belief. So we think every moment is supposed to be happy, every bad situation. Nah, they saying, even if this stuff don't work, I know he's able.
Yeah.
He chose not to deliver me. So even if I die in this fiery furnace, it was in his will. Meaning, even if this bad situation, this foreclosure, the car note, they cut me, they government shut down, they get rid of this set of federal workers, I lose my. I just know he able, and the president can't do nothing that he ain't. And once you get in that place where you trusting him on that level, I think you at a place that is really you, like you said, unshakable faith, but you really can't be stopped. Just think about it. You so convinced that even if the stuff ain't working for you, God still got me. Like God got me in the bad, the good, the ugly. All of this is his world. You know how much peace you get? I just told them today, man, I didn't tap into around. I feel like I'm at a place, I got that Jesus joy. Like I'm really just enjoying the moment. I had told you a day or two ago that I just gave myself the space and grace. I ain't even tripping about stuff that ain't working. Like I remember 10 years ago, I would have been worked up about this and this could have been done. Can you believe this? And we doing the right thing. And by now this, man, I'm like, now it's almost like I can see it. It's like you know something coming. Like you hear the ice cream truck. You don't see it yet?
Yeah.
I hear it though. It's in the neighborhood. Like I'm about to get me some cookies and cream. It's just a matter of a moment before I get here. I get this ice cream stuff. It's coming because I can hear it and I see it now. It just haven't showed itself. And that's where I'm at in life. And I believe that's how they were. They were so convinced. That's like a very, I don't even know how you put that in a word. You're almost out your mind believing to the point that regardless of my circumstance, I believe in spite of. And so much so to the point that God got it in and with him, because you see the fourth person to show up, another type and shadow, because now you see who is that's in the fire with him. So that's God showing himself. Old Testament, you see all the types of shadow. Old Testament is the New Testament.
Can your faith
and the New Testament is the Old Testament?
Make God show up. Man. Like, can your level of faith make him show up?
Yeah.
To help relieve the pressure you under.
Because we say if it's God, I wouldn't have to go through the fire.
But these Hebrew boys just showed us that the faith that they had made him show up.
Check it out.
He consumed the heat from the fire.
Let's be messy. What if he was already in there?
Listen.
Hey, they say he was the fourth man. What if he was already present? He waiting on them in the fire. So sometimes you waiting on God to get you out of something. He in what you're trying to get out of. Because what is the obstacle today that's in the path become the path? Yeah, what we talked about earlier. Yes. If everything that we want to overcome and get rid of, what if God is in that problem?
Using that very thing to get us to where we need to be,
I
or to
need you, 'cause-
develop us into
yeah.
who we need to be.
Samson kills the greater people because of the problem they were in. So that's what we need. We chop them down in 5 minutes. But in that, the purpose is understand that it's purpose in our pain.
Yes.
And understand that through the pain, God is really building us and molding us so we can show the fruits of our gift. Because you have a lot of gifted people, but they lack the fruit behind it. And that's why you're serving. You said something very early. You can have the careers, man. That's what we get excited about, especially in our culture. Loud, performative, we can have all that, but you lack the character that's behind it. And character comes from the development of the fruit, and that take time. That's not an overnight. There's a lot of GMO products out there. It's been man-made, manipulated. Remember, you just told me, we were just saying this week, you were like, nah, I believe you got the same thing. That person just in the system. I like, nah, that's true. It's not that I've even had a problem with it, but I think you were just trying to make sure I wasn't tripping. I was just saying, just look at the person and how the situation moving on their behalf. They doing it because they inside of an institution and something that's already exists, and it's almost like a format for that. And then when you're not in it, you could feel less than or feel like you don't carry or whatever, which is not the state that I'm in. I just like talking and analyzing situations because it's just me. But it's like a wake-up call, like, okay, you still got fruits and gifts. Sometimes when a person in a system like that, they ain't gotta have the fruit. You just follow what the person said in front of you, like the military. Just do what the person do in front of you. You shouldn't get into no trouble. That's why you tell pride. I don't know, just calm down. Whatever the person do in front of you, do that. They turn right, you turn right. It ain't even nothing to think of. But then when you not in there, there ain't nobody in front of you, then how you process it. That's how we gotta trust. If the Hebrew boys did that, what Daniel did, it's nobody else. Moses didn't have nobody to study. I gotta trust what I hear.
I know you.
What I feel.
You can.
I'm
still stuck on the fact they just knew, and they know her.
Come on now. There you go. Teacher of the year.
Deep down inside, they knew.
Okay, missionary.
Well, I do want to leave them with this about these Hebrew boys. The pressure that they experienced, it revealed their purity, right? Like their heart was solely for their master. Like they were Jesus, like, or God, right? But because they were pure from the inside, right?
Okay.
The fire didn't destroy them. If anything, it just refined them.
Okay.
And I wanted to say that because when we are under pressure, it's not going to destroy us, but it is going to refine us. It's going to reveal who we are and what we already have.
Okay.
And it's going to also reveal what we need to work on. And you see it before anybody else does, because you know you. Nobody can beat you being you. Nobody knows you better than you. It's a matter of you acknowledging and identifying what you do need to work on. And I pray that we all have a friend, a mentor, or someone in our corner that can talk to us and help to cultivate us and help us identify. A friend that'll say, girl, now you know you need to have a little more patience. You can't be popping off like that. Yeah. I hope that we all have a friend or a mentor or someone in our lives who can speak to us and speak life into us, because all of that is going to help to cultivate us into who God has called us to be. So, guys, I want to say this. Pressure is, since we all in medical, you tell everybody you medical, pressure is a spiritual x-ray. It's going to reveal what's on the inside of you, because that's what the x-ray does, right? It's going to reveal what's inside of you. So I want you to ask yourself, what's in me today? Like, do I have the fruit of the Spirit, or I'm just barely making it by grace? Am I just barely making it by the little hairs on my chinny chin chin? Am I just barely making it because, I can hold a note? We listened to this worship leader who said that she didn't even know she had a demon. She just knew that she just was gifted, and she was just getting up for years, just singing and going. And an old mother called her out and told that demon to come out of her. Remember when we listened to it the other day? What's in you? Yeah. Because sometimes maybe you don't know. But I pray that you have someone in your corner that's going to help you. And just remember, the pressure is to refine you and to make you better so that you can be who God has called you to be. Your fruit, your gifts are dope, but where are your fruit? Guys, thank you for tuning in with us yet again this week as we talk about showing and walking and actually being in the fruit of the Spirit. Guys, you got to stay connected to the vine. You have to stay connected, because when that pressure comes, what's in you will be revealed. We want to say thank you for joining in with us, guys. You can help us as we continue to grow, as we continue to go and do what God has called us to do. You can do so by sowing through Cash App. That is ICAN365. ICAN stands for Impact Community Action Network, 365 days out of the year. You can also go to Givelify. You'll see our picture as well as our logo there. You can give by way of Givelify. We want to say again, thank you. We love you. And we cannot continue to do this without you.
Let's go. Grace and peace.
Until next time.